broadcaster and presenter David Jacobs, whose career spanned 7 decades, has died aged 87, the BBC announces. Jacobs, who stepped down from his Radio 2 program last month due to ill health, died at home surrounded by his family, the BBC said in a statement. He started at the BBC in 1945, hosting shows including Housewives Choice, Jukebox Jury and Any Questions. BBC Director General Tony Hall hailed him as one of the great broadcast personalities. As a young and avid viewer of Jukebox Jury, I remember him every week scoring the hits and misses, he said. And I was still listening to him just last month as he fronted his show The David Jacobs Collection on Radio 2. He added, "We shall all miss him tremendously." Announcing in July that he was stepping down from his Radio 2 show, Jacobs said, "Over the past 2 years Radio 2 has given me time to be treated for liver cancer and Parkinson's disease." Jacobs started his broadcasting career in the Royal Navy in 1944, where he was made an announcer on wartime radio station Radio Seek. After leaving the Navy, he began working at the BBC as an announcer and newsreader. In 1964, he became one of the original Top of the Pops presenters, and he also worked as the BBC's Eurovision Song Contest commentator before he was succeeded by Terry Wogan. He also introduced all 53 episodes of radio sci-fi serial, Journey into Space, as well as playing 22 characters. He won a Sony Gold Award for Outstanding Contribution to Radio in 1984 and was admitted to the Sony Hall of Fame in 1995. Radio 2 controller Bob Shannon paid tribute to a true giant of the BBC. "David was a legend in broadcasting, not only for the Radio 2 audience, but for the whole population," he added. His broadcast hallmarks were great taste, authority and warmth, he said. "I am sure his audience will feel they have lost a friend, as we all do here at Radio 2. In a career retrospective broadcast on Radio 2 last year, broadcaster Chris Evans described Jacobs as the gentleman's broadcaster. "David Jacobs is one of the cornerstones of British broadcasting," he said. "A man who always has time for you, who always has something worth listening to." The BBC said Radio 2 would be paying tribute to the broadcaster with a number of special programs.